I'm David Buggy. This is a video about talking. Sounds a bit strange, really. But I guess if we reflect for a few seconds, we spend a huge amount of our time talking. All the time we spend on telephone calls, on circuit calls, in face-to-face meetings, even, you know, when we're out meeting customers or we're working on equipment, we're often doing it with other people or with the support of people. We need conversation to share information. We need conversation to make decisions. We use conversation to plan. We use conversation to do project reviews. So fundamental to how we work in organizations is how we interact with each other. I'll talk about 3 types of dialogue that I think might be helpful for this video. So the first type of dialogue is monologue. That's what I'm doing right now. So what would I say monologue is good for? Well, monologue is a very effective way for information to be transferred from one person to many others. So, for example, when we get up and we make a presentation in front of people or on a circuit call, we can transmit some ideas effectively to a large group of people.
Thank you. I am not a destroyer of companies. I am a liberator of them. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, that greed, for lack of a better word, is good.
The second type of dialogue that I'll mention is debate. Often debate's used to make a decision. In fact, it's fundamental to our society. We can learn about debate in school, so you can build skills in debate in school. And it's also present in things like our political system and our legal system.
Colonel, Lieutenant Kendrick ordered the code red, didn't he? Because that's what you told Lieutenant Kendrick to do.
Object! And when it went bad, you cut these guys loose! Your Honor, you had Marcus inside a phony transport. Your Honor, you doctored the logbook. Damn it, Captain! You coerced the doctor.
Consider yourself in contempt.
Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
What's the nature of debate? It's usually confrontational, it can be aggressive, and there are winners and losers. So the third and final type of conversation I'd like to talk about is called generative dialogue. So it's not about just arguing your point or bringing your perspective. It's about listening to others and building on someone else's ideas.
Most killers are first-timers. You want to pull off a brilliant murder, you gotta act like it's an accident. If you do it right, you ain't even gotta be there when it goes down.
How are we supposed to fake 3 accidents?
When you stalk your prey, you gotta be smart. Find out where they live, find out their habits, what's their hobbies, what they like, what type of food they like. Even if you pull it off perfectly. If you crackers got motives, the po-po, that means police, will still pin it to you.
We all have clear motives for killing our bosses, so this is not going to work. This is garbage.
Why don't you kill each other's bosses?
That's actually a good idea.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, like Hitchcock's Strangers on a Train, right?
I didn't see that. They do that
The
now?
Danny DeVito movie. It's a funny one.
Yeah, that famous Alfred Hitchcock Danny DeVito movie.
So what? So why is this stuff important? Why am I interested in dialogue and skills in dialogue? Well, it kind of comes down to the future and what's going on in the world. And the world is changing at an ever increasing rate. And I think just from a very practical, rational perspective, the things that made us successful in the past and the knowledge and the competencies that we currently have won't be sufficient to make us successful in the future. So we better generate some new ideas and some new thinking and some new ways of working. And the question then is, where can that come from? And one of the places that can come from, and one of the really significant places those new ideas can come from, is from us working together, building on each other's ideas, and developing things that we can start to do differently. And generative dialogue is a foundation for that. And so I think that's the prize. That's, you know, creating situations where we have more generative dialogue in the organization is the enabler for organizational change and for us to remain successful.